Hey, Brian, how's it going today?
It's good. What's up, Chris?
So I wanted to have you on today to introduce yourself as not only one of the best agents in all of Elk Grove and also a true good friend of mine. We met about, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
And I was so impressed with the way that you do business that I really wanted to become your friend.
Hey, that's not a bad way to pick them, right?
I know.
Yeah.
So what's it been like over the past couple of years just growing as a business person and entrepreneur in the Sacramento area?
Oh, man. I mean, it's been quite a journey. The team has grown to 13, I believe. We're at 13 now, and it's just bigger than I can imagine. But the journey's been great. I can't complain. There's a lot of lessons that I've learned starting the team and where we're at today. I mean, we became the #1 team at our market center past year. So that's a huge, huge accomplishment. And then now I sort of have a clarity of what I want that team is going to look like in the future and what my life is going to look like in the future.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of clarity now going into it. I think I started the team in 2018. Yeah, 2018, June 2018. So we're talking 5 years, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny because when you saw that open house that you met us at, that was like our first time running that.
Was it?
Yeah, that style.
And I was just like, I got to know this guy. I don't know what it is. And then I called you, maybe 20 times. You hung up on me about you would never take my call.
Yeah, straight up treating you like a telemarketer.
And,
but you got me though.
Yeah. And since then, I even been to your wedding, so things have been going good. How is it being married and also running a business and all that kind of stuff as well?
Well, it helps that my wife runs a business with me.
Yeah.
I mean, she's really I'm the face, but she's really behind the scenes, right? They always say behind every successful man is a powerful woman.
Yeah.
And she definitely is. I mean, I think you'd agree. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, she just sort of keeps me grounded time management wise. I mean, if I didn't have her, I probably wouldn't even make it here today because she controls my calendar, which is great.
Yeah.
And yeah, she just keeps me straight. I mean, she helps me become a good father. She lets me know what her idea of a good husband is. So I don't have to figure it out.
Yeah.
So she makes it really easy for me. So I'm really blessed and I'm really grateful for the situation that I'm in.
Nice.
Yeah.
And speaking of, now I know this business is so demanding, right? And it takes up a lot of your time. You're talking to people at 8:00 at night. You are talking in the car. You're constantly on the go. How do you balance that with also being a dad? Of 2 great kids, by the way.
Yeah. And especially now they're like Zach's getting into sports and basketball and stuff like that. So I guess that's one of my clarities that I've had on this journey of being a business owner is what's really important to me. And for me, my big why and what's important to me is, and everyone says that, right? Their kids and their family, but they say it, but the actions, they don't take action, right? And I think I said that for years. It's all about my family. But if it is, then I'm putting in, I don't know, 80 hours of work, and then where's the hours for my family, right?
Yeah.
So I had lots of clarity on that, and I just figured out, and I guess we'll get back to that, but I saw Ed Milet, Ed Milet.
Yeah.
He was a speaker. I saw him in person, probably the greatest speech I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And he talked about the power of one more and doing one more. And what's one more to people? One more could be one more I love you, one more phone call, maybe one more interview, right? Or one more showing, just whatever it is that matters to you, it's one more. And I thought, how does that translate to me and my family? So for me, my one more is, one more conversation. I think I shared with you that Ethan is 12 years old. And I mean, I don't know what it's like to have kid in college, but I figure when he's 16, 18, he's going to be like, I don't want to hang out with you. Or, and I get it. When I was 16, I didn't want to hang out with my mom. So I have like good 4 years left with him. And so I started to think, how can I maximize the time I have with him? And now when I'm in the car, I don't answer my phone and I'm not texting on my phone, which I used to. I'd drive them to school or wherever we're going and I would handle business. Now it's like that time. So I learned that car time is very valuable for kids. So that car time is just me and them. And like when I drop them to school every day, like before I came here, I said, all right, all right, kids, let's go through affirmations. So I taught them how to speak into existence, and I taught them how to change their mindset. I talk about what's a difference between a winner and a loser so that they know these things, because these are things that I had to find out when I'm in my mid 30s, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if I knew it at 12 years old.
Yeah.
That would have been a game changer. So I have these conversations with them. So every morning they tell themselves that they're handsome, they're funny, they're smart, they're hardworking, they're strong, and that their family loves them and they have everything they want in life.
Yeah.
And they say it every day. So I'm hoping that they say it so much that they truly believe it, right?
Yeah.
And it also sets up their day. I could see the huge improvement from when I put that phone down to these car rides. And these car rides, we're talking 5-10 minutes. But when they get out of the car, I just see a huge difference in how they get out, their tone.
Because you're spending that time with them. You're giving them the attention that they need.
Yeah. And I'm also changing their mindset, right? And I tell them, okay, what do you manifest today? Zach will manifest, I'm going to make it stop raining. I'm like, all right, son. But there's some days like, Dad, I made it stop raining and I got to go to recess. And then Ethan, he'll manifest like doing good at PE or getting his homework done. So what I hope to accomplish with that is they'll be able to change their world, right?
Yeah.
Going forward, and just really focusing with them. And then as a new husband, I have to have those date nights, even though I see my wife or I see Molly pretty much every day at work and at home. I mean, you should see us when we're in the office. We have 2 desks next to each other. We're just going at it. It's not really like we're there. Before, the old me was like, oh, this is cool. We're spending time together.
Yeah.
And she had to tell me this is not spending time.
Just because you're in the same room, it's not quality time, right?
Yeah, I used to think, oh, that's good. Checked it off. Took her to Home Depot. Checked it off,
I took her to Home Depot.
Yeah.
Date night at Home Depot.
I used to think those were dates. Target.
Yeah.
Costco runs were our dates. So just really focusing on that. Yeah, and time. I told Molly, I said, hey, so I'm 41 right now. And I don't know. I think at 70, I'm probably going to not want to do anything. I don't know. I'll be lucky if we make it to 80, right? But I told Molly, you have 29 good years left with me.
Yeah.
And I just said out of nowhere, we're eating one day. And she was like, what? That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. I said, it's sad, but true. And what I mean by the 29 years is I don't think I'm going to want to travel or do anything after 70. I might just want to golf or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And maybe at that time I'll have grandkids or whatever. So I told her 29 vacations left. So she's like, all right, let's write them down. So we just took out I think it was a napkin or something.
Yeah.
We just started writing down and we got stuck at 20. So from 20 to 29, we had to pull out an actual map of the world to see where we wanted to go. So I was like, oh, I think that's good then. So then we have 20 real places that we
well, there's the obvious ones, right? Italy was probably on there. Right?
Yeah, she had Italy.
France, right?
Yeah.
But what were the last 9?
There were like... I can't even think of it, but it was just like places we really don't want to go.
Yeah.
we're like, oh, Cook Islands? Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Zimbabwe? I don't know. Let's throw it on there, So I have a good 20 years that I could focus on building my business and until I hang it up.
Yeah. Now, is the plan to continue to grow this thing, or are you going to be more small team? Are you going to try to grow and be like big Ben Kenny style, or are you going to go small team ninja style? Like just...
we're actually in the works of transitioning to open a gold group in Stockton, California.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the goal. We're going to do a test run in Stockton. And one of the team members on our current team is going to, or Markel, he's going to head that operation.
Okay.
We're going to see where that goes and where that leads us. And I think it's good. It's a good test run because it's not too far from our market center in Elk Grove, and it'll allow us to be able to bounce back and forth and then replicate what we're doing right now and take over that market over in Stockton. Okay. So we'll see. I guess only time will tell. But yeah, my biggest vision is to have different gold groups everywhere.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, I like Ben Kenny.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't know how many. I mean, he has like hundreds, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then like Cody Gibson, he has hundreds. But I think it starts there because at one point when I was talking to Cody, he said he just wanted to have 10 different groups or 10 different market centers.
Yeah.
And that 10 turned into 115 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that number is, but there's always a number, right? Like they say the first million's the hardest.
Yeah.
And then after that, 5 million's easy.
Yeah.
It's just duplicate, replicate, rinse and repeat, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe that first expansion team is the hardest one. And then after that, you can do it, replicate it anywhere.
Yeah.
So who knows? But I definitely still need some training on that. And Keller Williams is the place to be when it comes to expansion. So
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So are you coached right now? Are you learning from somebody else that has done this in the past? Or, I mean, are you going that route, or are you kind of just winging this? Like, we grew up as latchkey kids, right? We wing everything. So like that?
No, I do have a coach, Alan Strange out of Colorado. He has a 7th level team and he's expanded his business into Colorado. And then he's going to move back to Florida.
Okay.
And he already has people in place to run his team. So very good coach. And I've learned a lot. I just got a coach past 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have that. And then I also I call it a life coach. People call it a therapist. So I do have a life coach. She helps me with issues with my kids.
Okay.
And my marriage. So she's who I talk to when I need to get through, those roadblocks or those challenges. But yeah, I mean, that's my team.
Yeah.
That helps me get grounded. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, have you been building the systems and processes yourself to do the replication over the past few years?
Yeah. I think everything, I feel like we're like a startup, right?
Yeah.
To this day, we're still like a startup. And in 2020 is when everyone was like, sky was falling. Everyone was laying off, cutting jobs. I went the opposite direction and I made a huge hire, which her name's Lily. So she was our first true, I had a vision of having someone in our marketing, like doing our marketing.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what that was going to look like or how it was going to happen. And I just took a leap of faith and I said, all right, even though we don't know if we're going to make it or make any money, I'm going to go ahead and hire this person. And she's helped the company definitely lay the foundation. So I feel like, our website is second to none. I don't think there's anyone out there that can match our website, our marketing. And then she's done her job.
Yeah.
She's helped lay the foundation, which is great. And then she moved on to becoming an agent, which I'm excited for too. And then we have a new person in that role, Madeline. So I'm really excited to see where we go from here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. And when it comes to your production itself, now, like you're a great producer and everything right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is your ultimate goal to get out of production and just manage the team?
For sure. That's 1000% my goal right now. We have a lot of goals, right?
Yeah.
That's just one of them. So
Yeah.
last year I helped 30 families. This year, my goal is to help 20 families. Next year is 10 families. And then 2025, hopefully I'll help the team help the families, right? So
Yeah.
I'll be at 0 production by 2025.
Okay.
If I'm blessed enough to allow it for me to get out of production, then that would be great. However, I know that the company has to be doing good in order for me to walk away from that, right?
Yeah.
And if they're not dialed in, then I can't walk away from it.
Yeah.
It's almost like can't just take Kobe out of the team, right?
Yeah. Now, I know with all the real estate companies out there, Keller Williams, I truly love their model. I love their branding. I like the level of agents that work for Keller Williams. You working for Keller Williams for a long time, what is, and I bet you probably get 100 recruiter calls a week and LinkedIn offers and all that kind of stuff. What separates Keller Williams for you that you would want to stay with them over EXP and over all these other, CB and all these other real estate companies?
With Keller Williams, number one is the culture. They actually have a culture. Like before I went there, people were like, "Oh yeah, wherever you go, stay away from Keller Williams. They're
Because you were with
crazy." Remax.
Remax, right?
Yeah, but everyone I talked to, they said stay away from Keller Williams. Those agents are a little crazy, cult-like.
Yeah.
So because I heard that, I never even considered Keller Williams, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Never considered it until they started recruiting me, right? And then I would go over there and I would see what it's like and all the trainings that they offer. They're just like second level.
Yeah.
Not second level. They're just...
Yeah.
I don't even know what level, right?
Second to none.
Second
Yeah.
to none is what I mean. Yeah. and what their belief system, and we could take it back, like these mindset things that I teach my kids. I learned that through Keller Williams.
Yeah.
I learned that through all the engagements and trainings and the talks that I go to, and how to build a team, how to run a team.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't. In a way I did wing it, and you learn this with their systems, right? And I just know, and this is why I won't ever get recruited out of Keller Williams, is I'm very loyal.
Yeah.
So whoever helps me get to where I am, I'm always going to be loyal to that person or that thing, right?
Yeah.
And I owe it to Keller Williams.
Yeah.
Because they're not just a real estate company. They're a personal development company, right? Now they're a technology company.
Yeah.
However, that's what I believe. I believe Keller Williams is a company to help personally develop you as a person professionally, and then business is second.
Yeah.
And that is their mission statement, right?
Yeah. So right now, with you growing and all that kind of stuff, is there anything that are you hiring down in Stockton right now, or when does all that take place? When are you going to start growing that?
End of this year, we'll probably just have like 1 or 2 agents, and then Markel leading that way. 1-2 agents shouldn't be challenging to maintain.
Okay.
But yeah, we will hire for admin.
Okay.
Sort of an admin TC marketing. So it's going to be everything. Yeah. And then we'll
a catch-all
for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then now, is your goal with that expansion? Are you looking to put it up to 10 agents down there, or are you just going to stay kind of small in that area and just go on?
I don't know if 10 is the right number.
Okay.
We don't know really the right number. So what I've learned with Keller is you match your team to your system. And I just learned this year. You can't just build a team and then not have the system to support it, or else the system breaks, right? So I feel right now our team is at over capacity. So 2 things have to happen. Either you're going to lower the agent count, or you're going to build your systems better so that way it can support the 13 agents. So depending on how your system is and your lead flow is going to determine how many agents that team has or that market center has.
Yeah.
So we don't know what that market is going to be out in Stockton. So
Yeah.
That's a great question. I mean, there's teams out there that are killing it, doing like 500 units with only 7 people.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Where at?
Missouri, Grady team out in Missouri. So I met them. They're super high level.
Yeah. And what separates them from you?
They really follow their system and their model.
Okay.
Or the model, the Keller Williams model. Like they are like the face of that model, right? So
Yeah.
when I talk about the model, it's the millionaire real estate agent book. They call it the red book, but they follow that to the T.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy because it's like everyone knows that. If I just follow this book, I'll be a millionaire.
Yeah.
However, no one enjoys the process.
The process is tough.
Yeah, no one enjoys the process. And I think that's the thing that people need to realize is you have to enjoy the process no matter what it is you do in life, right? There's a process.
Yeah.
And if you don't enjoy that process, then you're just not going to make it.
Yeah.
Same thing with real estate. There's a process, and there's this book that tells you the process. However, we're like, nah, that's not for me. And then I'm just going to make it harder on myself and then figure this out to try to get to becoming a millionaire or whatever, right? People want to be part of the end result, not the process.
Yeah.
So it's in the process where you find out who deserves to be part of the end result.
Yeah. Now, if somebody is out there and they are interested in getting involved with you or getting involved with the team, maybe being part of an expansion, maybe giving you a call and they're down in San Diego or something and they want to expand using your systems and processes, like, is that something you want? Do you want people to give you a call?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
If there's someone that wants to start a team and they don't know where to start and they fit what we're looking for, they fit the mold. Yeah. I'd love to have a talk with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll have all your information down below, like in the description, to get in contact with you.
They can hit me up on Insta. So
Okay.
at Agent Brian Z, just DM me and I'm always on it. So
I know. And they would definitely contact you. They wouldn't want to contact anybody. Do you have an admin or something?
yeah, then I'll shoot them over to our ops manager.
Okay.
And then they can take it from there.
Perfect. Well, dude, thank you so much for jumping on today.
For sure. Thanks for having me.
Telling us about your business and how you're growing it and all that kind of stuff. And look forward to seeing more from you and watching you grow over the years.
Yeah, I'm excited. So we'll see where we end up.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Of course.
See
All
ya.
right.
Our Town Podcast. All from So just for